Where is... Oh, that fell off the menu too? Wow, okay. Luckily, this doesn't really require wasad, so my ring finger injury doesn't really, like, cause any issues. Now let's see if it'll capture. You gonna capture there,
Yes.
OBS?
Well, side stream capture, yes, but OBS, so
Yeah, what is OBS sandbagging? What the fuck? There we go. It only took 30 seconds. Are they synchronized? Looks like it. Continue. So, last time, we did a couple jobs. I think the first one was a little bit of unknowing domestic terrorism, as some weird shadow company was like, yeah, you gotta work with these two dickbags and a delightful young woman and do a terrorism for us. And I didn't like that one bit, so I told them to fucking kick rocks, and they sure did. And then the second job we had to do was figure out what's going on with the sewer system. And it turns out the sewer system is run entirely by sentient ghouls who are actually quite humble and nice, but unfortunately they were not getting a food shipment promised to them by Monica Schaefer, because the doctor was trying to renege on the deal since, well, Monica's dead. I could finally make a profit off of these sick and disabled individuals. So we had to make him know that if he tried to fuck us over again, we would let him know that he's been, you know, helping ghouls. Like, granted, we would rat out the ghouls, but they'll be long gone before we do that. And now another company is like, yo, this company is making something called the Atlas Mark 6. You should probably look into that and, like, steal it. Meanwhile, the free think... I don't know if I'd call them free thinkers, I don't know if that's the right term, but, like, the guys who want information to be free were like, yeah, getting the Mark 6 is a good idea, but there's also, like, this gnarly chemical and something else that we want to spread to. So we gotta do all of that, which means we have to figure out how to neutralize a funny gas that I don't remember what it's been because it's been a week since I last played. And if I remember right, we were worried because there's a chemical in there that needs to be removed, but I don't remember what the chemical was. What are you guys doing? Did you just fucking walk through the... What the fuck, guys? At least the drone plays by the rules. Foe's gene gas, that's what I was looking for. So we need to figure out some way to neutralize Foe's gene gas. They're doing it again. That was in the information room, wasn't it? That's... Oh, I guess the information here was here. Space-time and suggestion. Well, if they're gonna defy it, then maybe at least get the thing we're looking for? Commonly known as Foe's genome for regions synthesized. Foe's gene is 4 ppm. Generally caused by... Highly recommend that any employee be working around with the tech bags with a supply of sodium bicarbonate or NH3 ammonia. So we need to find ammonia. What do you mean ammonia is not searchable? You're gonna have your fantasy... Well, I guess it's not really a fantasy chemical because it's apparently used in World War I. You're gonna have that searchable, but not phosgene or not ammonia. Yeah, I think here we stole a bottle of beer and got our job. Leonard Stromberg and Anna Stroger. Doesn't look like anyone's in. Examine the keypad in astral space. Hello? Your third eye opens, revealing the hidden world of the astral plane. Several of the numbers on the keypad glitter faintly. 13459. Each of these buttons have been passed recently. Can't tell the order, unfortunately. 13549. What would be a context clue for that, then? I feel like if we pass this window, these guys are going to be very cross with us. So let's try not to. Well, at this point, I'm just backtracking. Let's save and see what happens when we interface with that. Security room. Oh yeah, these guys are gonna fucking go ham if we do that. Is there nothing else to interface with? I'm trying to figure out what would be a context clue for 13549. Oh wait, what if it's a birthday? Leonard Stromberg is the word I'm looking for. Leonard Stromberg, Pharmaceutical, April 7th, 2034. What did they... My lead is not correct then. Executive is hired as a laboratory tech, especially medical human pharmaceuticals, with several degrees. Hired shortly thereafter, he was immediately assigned to Project Redacted. Successful completion, he was promoted to the laboratory supervisor. He successfully developed several Class A projects. Currently holds an executive position in Berlin office. Be labeled a moderate high risk by security due to the sensitive nature of his knowledge. Non-essential employee. Okay, so the Dragonfall is not the clue I'm looking for. That would be contextual to like 13459. Let's double check those numbers to see if they have anything to do with April. Oh crap, are they not gonna tell me? Do I not get it a second time? Schroeder. Maybe Schroeder is what we're looking for. Also, did anybody else get the numbers from the astral check? Because, I feel like I'm slowly forgetting them. July 14th, 1954. That would fit 1, 2... July is the 7th month, so that would fit. 471454. European numbering 14754. Thank you. No. About 54, 7. About 7. So it's not that. What were the numbers on the keypad? I wish I could remember. I wish I would be able to recall that. Is there like a log I could look up? That kind of stinks. Okay, so that's not the other search either. So I can't really figure out the the chemicals either. Lab's on lockdown, so we can't go through there. That's not telling me anything either. Where can I get more hints? I'm gonna try another thing. Just gotta remember the guy's name. Stromberg. So this would be 70434. Oh, 7434? Well, it's not either of those. So they're not dumb. Man, that kind of sucks. I wish I knew I couldn't do the check again. I would have recorded those numbers. What the? Oh, I pressed the Windows button. Barf. What about Hardegger? Guess I can't search that either. Yeah, if anybody in chat remembers what the numbers I got from the astral thing were, feel free to let me know. Like, it being a once and done really kind of threw me for a loop. So did I spell it Hardegger right? Double R. Where you are in which area? We're currently in the AG Chemi Europa. Really? Hardacre's not searchable. That's weird. I'm pretty sure I spelled it right that time. That's the elevator where we came in. That's the elevator where we go out. Is there anything here I might have missed? No. Wow, nothing. Nothing back here either. Shit. Introduce the gaseous agent to laboratory atmosphere. There we go. I thought I had to actually find it. I didn't realize it was just already there. So that should have neutralized it, right? It's a good thing we brought Blitz. My man's doing exactly what I need. Scientist is dead beside a small pile of smashed glass and a number of beakers have been knocked down on a nearby table. Computer screen is powered on, but in sleep mode. When it comes to life, you find a half-written text file on the screen. The timestamp on the most recent edit tells you that it was written just a few minutes ago. I didn't sleep last night. Doesn't look like I'm gonna sleep tonight either. The last batch failed. My fault. I got the mixture wrong. Sloppy work. I could barely keep my eyes open. Gotta try again, though. No excuses in this office. I despise relying on stimulants, but I got no choice. Gotta keep going. Starting a new batch. If Housekeeper's pet isn't ready to be tested tomorrow, well, best not to think about that. Gotta concentrate, remember lab safety, keep alert, keep awake. One wrong move could spell disaster. Well, you can't spell that, apparently. Read the entry dated 2 weeks ago. Glancing at the menu, there are log entries reaching back for 2 weeks. All of these are attributed to the same author, and none are password protected. Can you password protect a fucking Word file? Well, not a Word file, but like a notebook file? The new formula arrived today, Formula 17. They must have no imagination at all, though, honestly. Still, I can't wait to start working with it. From what I've read, early clinical trials are promising. Amazingly potent, and increased potency means less frequent injections at a lower dosage. There's nothing not to like. Despite my enthusiasm, there's still much to be done. Speeding up absorption rate is first on the list, and I have some concerns regarding the subject's immune reactions. Perhaps the formula could be tailored on a patient-by-patient basis? Tailoring doses to individual patients has worked wonders. The key was taking a gene therapy-based approach. They've been using it in medicine for ages, so why not apply the same logic here? So in a nutshell, I used the subject's own DNA to delude their immune system into believing that Formula 17 belongs in their body. Simple and effective. Wow. Fucked up. This approach has helped to increase the formula's absorption rate, as well as significantly reducing incidents of rejection. Unfortunately, it also rules out an easily mass-produced product, but I'm convinced that the results will justify the means. A week. He wasted an entire week before telling me that tailoring the mixture is an unacceptable solution, and he tells me trials begin tomorrow. I have no time, and Gisbrecht is applying so much pressure that I could barely think. Housekeeper is probably threatening him. All of them could rot. So I have the one locked door is a key code, is a mandatory door. See, the problem is, like, I can figure out the password if I remember the numbers that I got from the astral plane, and I remember that they went up from lowest to highest number. Maybe now Houseover is playing Heat the Sheets with Geesbrick's secretary. He'll learn to lighten up. We can only hope. Anyway, I have some news to move forward. Admittedly, they're far-fetched, possibly dangerous, but if I don't start producing results, it won't be my problem for much longer. Well, you were right about one thing, buddy. On the counter is a note carefully transcribed in neat handwriting. Still waiting on the report. When I say ASAP, I need it yesterday. Say you stay until you complete the desk. Report on my desk. Door code is 54139. Ah, so the 7 was not anything. Do this tonight. Give me medical supplies, a scent stash. Where was the question mark thing? Because I thought we had a question mark thing to pick up. And now let's do it while I still remember the password. Because it wasn't any of their birthdays. Fuck. Only took you 4 attempts, but welcome. What's in the desk? Stack of business cards reveal that this belongs to one Annika Schroeder. Cursory research reveals the desk drawers are stuffed full of lewd love notes, all hastily written on scraps of love affectionately. I love the mental image of a desk drawer filled with "I want to make fuck with ooh." Exploring Annika's death is like embarking on an odyssey of filth. 30 seconds in, you've already learned 3 new euphemisms for sex in a storage closet, as well as exciting new definitions for a variety of common office terms. Thankfully, your search turns up something more immediate. A scrap of paper with a name and a 5-digit number. 84792. Is there another keypad I'm unaware of? On the desk is a file folder named Project Atlas. Empty except for a single note, moved to digital archive and locked under executive authorization. Oh god, what was that number? Please tell me I have it. 84792. Really? They said it was moved to archives, but like, how do I search it? Five-digit code on a scrap of paper in Annika Schroeder's desk. Information has been converted to... Oh, I see. I'm looking for the wrong term. Volumes of information begin to flit across the screen. A good half of what you're seeing has been redacted, and the rest is impossibly dense corporation speak. Download to PDA for Schockfeldreiter. Access the visual records. VP level authorization required. Do you wish to proceed? Continue. Shit. Oh, it worked. Huh. There are too many records here to sort through. A quick scan reveals the following details. Records of a laboratory experiment on metahumans. Oh god, was that Serum 17 or whatever the fuck it was called? Image of extensive series of cyber surgeries being performed on a large troll. I think I know who that is. This record is the same troll carving his way through opponents with a massive axe, and gun cam footage from what appears to be a vehicle-mounted chain gun. The weapon has been photographed tearing apart a variety of targets, both artificial and organic. Now what? Because we still need the drug formula? Complex chemical formula displayed on screen along with a series of notes. Formula 17 appears to be a drug designed to suppress higher brain functions. Oh, great. Specifically those functions related to emotional response and decision-making skills. From what you can tell, the overall purpose of the drug is to render subjects submissive and pliant. Notes suggest Formula 17 was developed as a component of a larger project called Atlas. Apparently, Atlas has something to do with cybernetic augmentation. Formula 17 was developed to help reduce the incidence of rejection in Project Atlas test subjects. Recent trials of the formula have been extremely encouraging. While initially a serious concern, fatalities have been dropping off to a statistically insignificant level. The document is accompanied by a fairly extensive record of testing performed on metahuman subjects, along with death records. Shockwave writer will be interested in all of this information. According to the charter, sharing this information with the world would be top priority. In wrong hands, however, this could cause immense harm. This is a dubious pickup, but the crimes do need to be noted.
Well, if no one's around, is it really a crime?
No, not our crimes. The crimes of using metahuman experimental testing to make a brainwashing drug.
Once you find everything you need to do, just blow this whole place up. It's easy.
Ah, it's the same password. Oh, it was easy if you didn't even have to go to security. It only took me 20 minutes of trying to remember some numbers. The elevator whisks you upward towards the executive level 25th floor. As expected, the run's been relatively smooth. A chime breaks the silence as the elevator glides to a stop. The Mark 6 is somewhere. All you have to do is find it. Steel prototype. The emergency lights wink on, leaving you in darkness. A moment later, the building lights flip on, cracked all the way to full illumination. A quick check of your comlink shows that your security feed has been terminated. Instead of a command view of the 24th, you find yourself staring at a blank screen. Well, that can't be good. I was going so well, too. At least it wouldn't cause a fuss. They probably wouldn't know better. How it goes running in the shadows. Fine, outside of like several moments where I walk away with something, have a realization, type in something, and it works. Some real like absent-minded wizard hours right now. Wizards don't know how to interface with technology, so this shit's kind of frustrating. It's a bit like that one old computer RPG where being a wizard is so damning to technology that you can't even use a fucking train. The door slides open with a pneumatic hiss. An enormous figure fills your vision and stands motionless by a console in the corner of the room. Oh my! Almost every inch of that thing is covered in dull steel and gleaming chrome. Its mechanical arms end in articulated hands that wouldn't look out of place on an industrial machine. Bulky, cumbersome things designed for crushing power rather than finesse. Arcanum, yes, thank you. My limited knowledge of cyberpunks. Nothing ever goes well. If it does, that means something bad will happen. You're correct! Clenched in one of those crushing hands, a chain gun glints with sinister purpose. Jesus! Look at that! Be cool, D-Truck. It ain't moving. I think... I don't know, it's on standby or something? The lights are on, but no one's home. The figure stands completely still. Its eyeless head fidgets in agitation. Something about it reminds you of a snake tasting the air. Off to one side, the screen of a console glows cheerfully in the gloom. Mark IV's cyber zombie prototype. Cool. Fucking cool, man. We're manufacturing robot zombies. Mark V is the exclusive property of AG Kimi Europa. Unauthorized access is prohibited. To put the prototype into demonstration mode, you may activate the system from the following menu. Alternatively, the system could be directly piloted. Chief, you just like that? I'm gonna draw the hell out of this thing. Be my guest. Just let me look over the console first. Okay, sure, yeah. Due diligence, all that. Just don't look too long, okay? This is a golden opportunity and I don't want to waste it. He steps back, allowing you to return your attention to the command console. Read the cyber zombies aura. The vibes are terrible. Instantly, the drab ugliness of the mundane world is washed away, obliterated by the glowing energies of the astral plane. Something is very wrong here. The cyber zombie's aura is almost completely black. To your horror, the light of your own aura seems to be drawn towards it. You feel a twisting sensation in your gut and it takes all of your willpower to keep from blacking out. You force yourself to continue staring into the gaping wound that is the cyber zombie's aura. Slowly, your vision begins to adjust, and behind the darkness, you see a glimmer of color. Somehow, buried under a mountain of chrome and steel, there's a part of that thing that's still capable of thinking and feeling, and that soft living core is howling in pain. Reflexively, your third eye clenches shut. The color and beauty of the astral plane disappear from you, taking the horror of the cyber zombies aura with them. A single thought echoes through your own head, backed by an iron will that is not of your own. A message from the mind that has been severed from its body, but still very much alive. Kill me. Shuddering, you emerge from your reverie. You are once again standing before the command console. Cyber Zion stands unmoving, just as it did before. Most of the cyberware mounted on the cyber zombie is a very high grade, but otherwise relatively standard. Its arms were clearly designed for industrial use. They bear the stamp of butt-heavy industries. An industry machinery manufacturer not typically associated with cyberware. By far the most interesting thing about it is the control system. It appears to be a standard drone control rig, but a number of extra components connected directly to the brainstem. Tabletop cyber zombie is negative essence. The living troll that serves as the chassis has been outfitted with an inhibitor chip. From what you can tell, the purpose of this chip is to intercept and arrest any voluntary neural impulses sent out by the troll's brain. Autonomous functions, such as respiration, are allowed to continue unimpeded. The implications are as disturbing as they are obvious. A troll this experiment on was built on is still conscious. A prisoner in their own body locked away in a cage of meat and chrome. The good news is that it should be able to disable the inhibitor chip. Fortunately, you'll need some time to do the job correctly. The Mark V incorporates top-of-the-line cybernetics from all Kimi Europa subsidiaries, including the Zeiss Dead Sight Laser Detonator, the Butt Heavy Industries Power Lifter, and the brand new Zeiss Sense Shell Cyber Skull. When necessary, competitors' products have been incorporated into the platform. These systems should be considered placeholders for the proof-of-concept prototype. The biological component was selected for size and durability by General Genetics Worldwide. All autonomous functions necessary to maintain the biological component are original to the component itself and should self-regulate within operational limits. As proof of concept, the Mark 6 was designated for remote operation. A Zeiss eye-in-the-sky drone control system has been incorporated into the Cyber Skull. Common controls are also possible for casual control, but product demonstration purposes, use of the drone control is strictly advised. Armaments. Mark 5 comes equipped with an Ares Vanquisher heavy rotary cannon to demonstrate the Mark 6's actual strength and recoil suppression capabilities. The model is also equipped with global polymer monofilament axes for demonstration purposes. This weapon has been designed with a heft well beyond the lifting capacity of any unaugmented metahuman. The Mark 6, of course, can swing it with ease. Long-term goals in demonstrating the Mark 6 is this office hopes that AG Chemi Europa's newly developed Formula 17 cybermantic reagent will prove its value to the board of directors both as an astonishing technological achievement and as a lucrative new revenue stream for the company. Albrecht Haushofer, Senior VP of the Berlin facility. Can we not just, like, kill this dude? Yeah, let's let Blitz handle it. That way we don't fuck it up with our shitty wizard brain. Blitz shifts uncertainly as he patches into the cyber zombie through his drone network. This is a bit strange, Chief. Cyber zombie's massive hands flex twice and takes a half step forward. Its mouth twists into a wide grin. But I think I could get used to it. Input command. Activate the cyber. Why am I not getting any options? I just want to put this thing out of its misery. You hit the activation console, and the cyber zombie lurches to life. It takes a step forward, and you can hear the whir of actuators calibrating to adjust for its weight. A few seconds later, the whirring sounds die down and relaxes into a slight crouch. I got it! Mark 6 under my control. That's strange. This thing's reactions feel, off somehow. It's almost like there's something else in here with me. We could talk about later. For now, we should concentrate on getting out of here. I guess we do have to deliver the prototype for the job, don't we? But I don't want the prototype to continue suffering like this. Hey, buddy! The Knight Errant takes a half step forward. Magnifies by his mass speakers, his voice comes out like the roar of some great beast. Drop your weapons and step away from the prototype. I feel like if I I don't...
Cyber zombie! Ah!
I got a better idea. You drop your weapons, and I will order Tin Man here to tear you in half. Try it. See what happens. Don't mind if I do. Wow, he has 4 AP. What the fuck? Though all his attacks take 2 AP, so it's...
Using cheats and negates made my character 190 like max punch stats and max evasion, so he's what I call him God Puncher. Toward punching everybody to death.
Jeez. Oh, I see what's going on. They have a rigger in the back. That's gotta go. Can you haste it? That's an excellent question. Does not look like that's the case. Can we get this guy at all? He's only behind heavy cover. Man, missing 4 60% procs? Holy shit. Man, I should have brought Glory along. That would have been smart. Well, hang on a second. Haste Iger? This is very dangerous for Iger, but... Well, actually, hang on. Heavy cutter interfering. Where? It might be more prudent to get in there and shoot this guy. Then we get a thing that forces people out of cover. I think it was probably on Glory. Oh, right, Neural Shock. That would have been smart, but we still have to tag them, which would have been difficult given the circumstances. Yeah, let's go buck wild with this one. I was hoping to do some AP damage in order to, like, spook him. %80 chance to hit. Misses. Fucking incredible.
The problem is trying to use a long-range weapon in close-range combat.
That was a shotgun.
A long-range weapon in close-range combat.
Why is Dietrich on? Or why is This might be a fucking disaster at this rate. Teaser single target. Electrifies the enemy and does AP damage. Should probably get Blitz over somewhere safe. That takes 2 AP to do. Damn it. Man, we were just missing all the shots today. Boy, howdy. Well, I'm already behind cover, so it's not bad. They have 2 wizards. Ugh. Let's have an AP drug. I don't know, because I don't have action for him anymore. Well, the wizard's out of the picture, at least. Did some work. But also, I'm pretty sure Chester's about to fall down. Well, maybe not fall down. Oh, this sucks! This shouldn't hit Iger. But if I want to hit as many people as I can, I think this is the way to do it. Chester hardly fucking alive. You know it. Boy, howdy. dump shock. Well, we locked down 2 of them. But also one of ours is in fucking La La Land. Knight Errant Captain was the one going after Chester. Yeah, let's get rid of the Conjurer, cause, like, he's right fucking there. Fuck that thing. Boy, howdy. Now, hopefully with the hacker stun, it can't continue to hack the guy. Question is, what's Blitz gonna do? Do-do-do-do-do. Missing a 94% chance to hit. Good lord. This guy's impossible to touch. What do you mean prototype control gained? I fucking shot him! How did he get the hack when he was unconscious? Oh, this is such a fucking wash. Holy shit. I'm wondering if I just kill the guy, will his access be revoked? Like, it's kind of incredible how fucking immortal this guy was. Iger botching literally every shot. That probably would have helped a lot. Wound 5, barf. There we go. We got the engineer out of the way, at least, thank goodness. But also, I'm dying. And took so many bullets behind heavy effing cover. Let's use the Dragon Slayer idol. Adds 3 AP, 2 movement for 1 round. How can I utilize this is the question. That Grenader's a real pain in the ass, so we should, like, lock in on him. Or miss entirely. gimmick fighting over Atlas wasn't too bad, but can get hectic. Hit one target with it's more than one target. Shop, shop. Time to make some firewood. Wow, that last episode did like fucking nothing. Wow. It's a good thing I had a res kit on Chester as well, otherwise, oh, I'm at like 2 HP, what the fuck? Especially with, you know, all the magical nothing that cover was doing. But also that Knight Errant Captain was like all of the issues. Oh, his heal's down, damn. Well, we'll use ours just to get the 14 HP. Do you have anything deep? Oh! An earth elemental. Or an air elemental. That could be super fucking useful. Slow. Increase target movement. Gun target's quick. Bolt of lightning that does AP. Sweet! I love missing. That's why I get up in the morning. Iger's still around. Yeah, I feel like I gotta take care of that Grenader. Oh, was that both? Cool. Uh-oh. Reload, reload.
Guy who has to work, whose desk that is, who has to work there. Ah!
What happened to my desk? Why is a grenade hole in there? Well, you have decided to go out of cover, so I should probably take care of you. Or botch a shot. Give him all the AP. I want this thing to go bug fuck nuts.
Yeah, like, my bed's all fucked up, and I have told me reports right. This day can't get any worse. Opens up the whatchamacallit?
The office door.
Opens up the drawer and there's this viscera in it. I'm like,
okay, get the captain. Captain's out, and probably will be down and out in a hot minute. Go get him, little man. There we go. Captain's out. And now for the machine to act. Oh yeah, this thing's awesome. Sure I can't keep it? This Knight Errant. I wish I could have read their dialogues easier, but they just kind of went away. Oh, we're probably gonna get into another fight, aren't we? Can we just go to the parking garage? Straight there. Oh, must we? I'm so not ready for this.
Caught by the security camera.
Yeah, fucking instantly. Boy howdy. I wonder. Locked. Looks like the security got control of the doors again. Wasted an entire AP to look at that. Wait a minute.
I see you, bitch.
Any good cover around here? No. Well, there's cover here, actually. What do we got? We have a... Oh. We have something that has to die. Because Rigger's the one that hacks, isn't it? I also feel like I should have hasted Iger, but I feel like we need a body right now. Question is, can we get a good enough setup with what we have?
You know, it may be against like ethics and morals, but you know what would have been really good, really handy right now, but at this time,
What's that?
a necromancer.
Yeah, maybe. Target spotted, activated remote control rig. Don't like that. How about how about very little accuracy, apparently? Iger, your position is ass. Good lord. Can I just, like, baseball huck this? No. You know what else is nice? Fireball. Yeah, that would have been sweet right about now.
The age-old wizard classic. This is a certified wizard classic. Fireball!
Let's go over here and be ready to provide cover. I wonder if it'd be better to just have him bum rush the stage. Pierce's drop weapon. Oh, that takes 2 AP. Got a shitty wizard. Got a lot of problems here, boy howdy. Got a summoner. Our summon's getting shot. Why did the Inferno attack its own caster?
They asked for a raise.
What do you mean cover? I'm directly behind him. There we go. See, all we gotta do is send the robot at the hacker. No grenaders as far as I could see. Though I don't like that wizard. I think I'll be Cheeky Chester tonight. Not enough AP. What do you mean? Oh, I guess there's a limited range to it. Well, I guess it's time for the, I think it's time for the Legend of Cheap Shot Chester. Ooh, that does some damage. Boy, howdy.
Teleports behind you. Grabs your nutsack from behind. Testicular Inferno!
Terrible. Blitz taps his neck. I'm in!
So what you gotta do is, as a wizard, is come up with esoteric but inconvenient spells to inconvenience your enemies. For instance, shit your enemy's pants. Try to shoot you catch a spell with a pants full of shit. Idiot.
Concentration broken, pants shitted. Robot boy time. Time to do one shot. I got you good.
Oh, I see. Nice exoskeleton you got there. Shame if it was filled with piss.
Dietrich's attacks are kind of clumsy at the moment. I guess Dragon Slayer's idol would be pretty dope right about now. Doesn't cover Chester, but what can you do? Hoo-hoo! Nice shooting, Iger. No, my stone golem. Oh, I found the grenader. Oh, what's Chester gonna do? Get aim is what it sounds like. Also, my ley lines. Are there any better ley lines here, or is this just this butt o'clock stuff? Well, I know what we could do here. Get up in this bitch. Really? That's not gonna be a wide attack, huh? Oh, that's a 2 AP shot. What? Oh, washa. Nice. This drone has been the best investment ever. Oh, he got pissed off. Damn. No, don't beat up the drone! No! What is my drone? Oh. Oh, my drone got knocked out. Throw the diamonds in the ocean. Hey, Tiger. How was slime duty? Right now, I'm trying to figure out how to get across a mega corporation by using its horrible, unethical war crime against it. But yes, hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Tiger's a good friend. I hear she was playing Slime Rancher. A tornado threw me in the ocean. Oh, that is what tornadoes are wont to do. Aww. So those diamonds are fucking gone then, huh? Meanwhile, we had to take a quote-unquote cyber zombie prototype and escape with it. And then we're gonna leak its unethical research into the internet. So what is Slime Rancher anyway? It's basically just like a farming sim, right? Except you're herding slimes?
You're ranching slimes, yes. Breed slimes, whatnot, all slimes and anything. You can mix slimes, but also just you can't. There's a certain number of. You just gotta make sure you don't crossbreed too much, unless you get
weird ones.
Weird ones that are detrimental to the ranch and your wallet.
A lot of exploration involved. Kind of curious about that one. I do gotta say, using AP to move and slice is pretty nice for melee characters. Starting to feel like I should have made one myself. But me and Chester Harding, me and the legend of Cheap Shot Chester shall continue. Speaking of, we have a problem to deal with. A problem of my own design! Should probably get the robot back up and running. Or not? I think the robot's just fucked at the moment. You could beat the game without arranging slimes, but it makes it easier. Huh. There we go. What are we gonna do with the robot, though? Also, Dietrich, what are we gonna do with you? Is there any good cover here? Well, I guess kinda here? Does anybody need healing is the question. I guess I could heal Chester for 5. Kind of a weak heal, but what could you do? And now we have to bum rush the stage. There's a good LP by Slime Rancher by Thorn. Yeah, I knew she was doing that for a while, but it didn't really pique my interest until Tiger said the magic words. Oh god. Can we assume direct control now? There we go. The problem is getting everybody to where we need to go. Because the cover here fucking sucks, dude. And this drone was not worth the cost of entry. Boy howdy. Oh hey look! Proving me wrong. Good job, little buddy. Now go, my child. Do crime. Run free among the willows. Frolic among the wisterias. Can't wait till we get 3 AP. God, that'd be nice. Drone seems like a waste early on. Oh, so they're high investment. Okay. Can Iger get anywhere with cover? Yes. That wasn't Iger. Who was that? Oh, that was Dietrich, wasn't it? The dude who makes the comic 3 panel sold worked on SR1. I don't know what that is. Drone, fly, my child. Putter on. Dead. Still can't tell what that is, so... Guard, Grenader. No sign of a rigger? But I don't have enough AP for the minigun. Wizard, Conjurer. That better not be the bitch. Oh, you have made a... You have made... You are directly within me. How are you doing that? Guard, Mage, Guard, Conjurer. Well, unfortunately for you, I have a funny axe. Yeehaw. And now the fun part. Man, that wizard's fucking strong. Holy shit. And now the fun issue of having to deal with our own problem. Can Iger see them? No. Can Dietrich solve the issue? Well, What about the drone? Can the drone do anything? No. This corner trap fucking sucks, dude. We are so slow by comparison. Well, we are bound by human flesh and pain receptors. Don't stand a chance in that case. God, what are we gonna do with Iger? I know, well... Dietrich's gotta get out of the cover so Iger can work. So I guess we'll go here and then give Iger, aim. Then she could take the cover and actually do something. God, cover's such a bastard. Line of sight blocked? Fucking how? What? Well, the wizard is incredibly... Oh, that's bad. So we're down 2 actions at the moment. But we have a horrible blade blender. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Wizard! I love wizard flesh. I guess this is shotgun range, isn't it? Oh! Whoops! Oh wow, I just dropped them in one. I guess, can we heal him? No wound to heal. He is a robot. The fact that we're still in combat tells me that there's more problems to be had. But I don't see any, so that's really confusing. Oh god, he still has dump shock. Ew. I guess Iger's the best fit for face checking something. Oh, that looks like a bad place to be. Gonna check that interactable. You mean this thing? I mean, I'm assuming it's a door so we can avoid the grenader and like, but like, Blitz getting dump shock really fucked up that plan. Look at the ley lines. There is a trolley in the other room. There's no problem with this trolley, and if you were to just leave it there, it would go along its merry way. But you are a black mage, and it has ley lines there. Oh, what's going on here? That might make getting Blitz out there more, interesting. But, unfortunately that uses Blitz's turn. The question is, are they gonna see us when we pop in there? Because they see us at the moment, which is a real fucking problem. No, don't go to the... Well, this gives us time to set up at least. God, I think that was the wrong place to be in, but whatever. Armor to me. Yeah, we were discussing the bug with party members at the moment, and I was looking at ModDB, and there was nothing there, even though this version of the game has been out for 6 years, and not a single person has decided to put in the time to like check that. It's so bizarre. That bypasses the lockdown of this, it looks like. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Enforcer, mage. Well. Guard. Kill. guy's flanked. It still has like a 61% chance to hit. Holy shit. What's Iger's line of shots? Nothing, apparently. I say bullshit, but what can you do? Held a message for a reason, smart detection beta. He is a lumberjack and all these mooks are lumber to be chopped. How is this offensive, Twitch? Go fuck yourself. Alright, we'll use the 1 AP we gave Iger to correct and still be incapable of aiming at anything. Fucking hell. Meanwhile, Chester can aim at stuff? Okay. Well, that guy's down at least. But now what am I gonna do with my awesome planning skills? Yeah, AutoMod doesn't show any flags, it just decided to flag your message. I guess it's time to... I guess we have to bum rush the stage at some point. Well, this was all fun. This was all well and fun, but get the fuck out of here. And now the interesting thing I've been looking at this whole time. Oh right, we never got to do this before. Actual hacking. What does he have? He has reduces alarm state by 4, heal IP damage, deal IP damage, and then create expert system programs. The question is, what does jacking in do? So, AutoMod Smart Detection is a new beta. Messages that are highly likely to be deleted by moderator lead to timeouts and bans will be held for review. The more actions mods take, the more oh, so this is just AI modding. Cool. Want me to turn it off, please? No trouble at the ley line area. Is this real? Oh, there's a fucking firing line there. Yeah, this is the weird thing in that, hacking is its own level. Exploder, attacker, heal self, deals integrity, area of effect matrix attack that deals 75%. Wow, that didn't do much at all, and it has, oh, 2-turn cooldown. I'll have to create an attacker just so I have some distractions. The attacker also has tar bomb. Cannot move. Interesting. Can I just, like, attack? I guess I can. We're stuck in the cyber world. If I want to make an exploder, I think that's kind of excessive. Delete. Delete. There we go. Oh, that's a long while. Well, that sucks, donkey nuts. Wow, nice shot, dude. Meanwhile, back in the real world. Well, let's check. Wow, we're already there, huh? I guess I could take time to stretch a little bit. Also, apparently at some point, I dropped 100 frames, which is a little odd. Ugh. God, has this mission really been going for an hour 30? Good lord. Is this water still good? Yeah, still got water in here. I wonder if that's why I had a bit of buffering. It'd be like a split second. But maybe. Hopefully there is no Decker among them, because that would be problematic. Ah yes, time to be in the cover chair. The chair with all the cover. We got an Enforcer, Grenader, Mage. Ah, there's the target. How's your pitching arm, Iger? Pretty good, but not accurate. Even my aim is pretty bad. Oh god, I can't get to the cover where I want to put the ley line. Barf. This is a good idea for the protagonist. Yeehaw. Hopefully I don't start getting hacked, because that would make this incredibly awkward. Oh, there's a lot of them back there. Sniper, captain, guard, fucking hell. I want this guy to be no more, but like, I don't have a clean way of doing that. Oh, that was a shotgun. No. Yeah, I thought I was on the sniper. That's why I was. Hey, I'm behind cover, dick. Oh, hey. The rigger isn't trying to hack me. That's super interesting. Well, it takes only one turn to do that. We could flank these guys super quick. Uh-oh! Oh, I don't like that. That was a bad decision. Might as well summon an explodey boy. No tar bomb for me, unfortunately. Bomb. What it do? It bomb. Oh god, it also hit me. Fuck. Wow, we really fucked that. We really fucked the pooch on that. Do we have to worry about alert state at the moment? Blitz? Blitz? You, something's very wrong, guys. Blitz can't move or do anything. And neither can this guy. Nor can we end turn. Well, what the fuck now? Oh, there we go. Phew. Oh, God! Oh, I fucked this up real bad! Where'd that engineer go? There you are. Okay. Okay. They haven't started to hack yet, so I don't think they're trying to do so right now. So I have to utilize Iger right now. She has haste and aim at the moment, so I wouldn't do anything. Chester gets haste? Chester doesn't get haste. There we go, Chester gets haste. That way I could get somewhere sane. Oh, that wizard took the fucking ley line too. What a bastard. Oh, this is a shot in the dark. Get that wizard shit out of here. I'm the only wizard here. I wear the wizard shorts in this house. 50-50 shot. Damn, overshot the shit out of that. Oh, jeez. Wait, what the hell? Who's this? Who's this piece of shit? Who the fuck are you? Get out of my house! Haha, dumbass. Camera 1 is ours, at least. Don't know what that does for us. And we outie. So what did camera 1 get us? Oh, just the knowledge that we are gonna get sorely fucked in a hot minute. Bliss checks out. Oi, what the hell happened here? Oh, he got neural shocked, so he can't do anything about us. Well, that's tasty. Wow, I just missed this captain every single time. Cool. 2 damage, pierces 2 points of armor. Yeah, sure, fuck it. Get his ass. Yeah, he tried to hack you, and we beat back his avatar. Yup. Blitz was like, hey, bitch. Ain't no way. I can't tell. Well, we got soft cover there, but that dude is particularly nasty. I don't think we got a clean shot of him either. Now what? This Grenader's definitely an issue, so I think I'm gonna just go for... Oh, that's 3 AP. Guess I'll go into my own cover cubicle. And get Hias. So I think I'm flanked too. Which is obnoxious. Oh, there's a dude there. I completely missed that. Also, Dietrich's kind of fucked up. I should probably heal him. Did I just grenade myself? Awesome! That was smart and intelligent. I truly am a black mage. Case in point. Where'd that grenader go? You motherfucker. Oh, hey. I can do a thing. Oh, not enough AP to access it, damn. How is Chester's entire bones? Not all that great. I didn't heal Chester, did I? Oh god, all these shots are ass. Oh right, I have a horrible abomination that could just like face check everything here. Wrong attack, but I'll take it. Oh, here comes the fuzz. Do they have a rigger is the question. Well, I have 3 AP still, so let's use one of them medkits. Let's see, Knight Errant Guard, Enforcer, Sniper, Conjurer, Captain, and Grenade, Mage. Well, they always said mage on mage violence is the best. Put in the fucking ground. I don't like either. Whereas Dietrich has Electrocore. No! That sounds like baby stuff. For smart people that don't have their line of sight blocked. I do remember Cleve, though. Cleve's funny when it hits. Oh, that sucks to be. That's a shit position to be in. Boy, that sniper's committed to its role. That dude wants to fucking eat it. Electro Ball. Range is ass. It's only ass because of positioning, but boy howdy, does it suck. Oh right, I have no cooldown on Flamethrower. This is dope. Wizard protocol initiated. There we go. Get that grenader out of here. Second worst kind of enemy to fight. God, I can't believe this mission's taken 2 hours. Holy shit. Ah, the might of Chester when he's in his ley lines. The only problem is that this guy's in cover. Well, that takes 2 AP to do? Eh, whatever. Bro! Real reason why I mentioned be prepared last stream because whoo boy. Oh, I bet you there's gonna be bitches in the parking lot too, huh? Nice shot. Couldn't say the same for, oh no! Blitz got him at the end! Nice work, buddy! God, that fight really shows what havoc you could wreak with 4 fucking AP. What are we looking at right now in terms of, health? Should probably use that last med kit. Time to... Oh, I didn't realize there was looting! Now the question is, where's the truck to get out of here? Because we were told there would be a ride that would get us out of here, and You step into the garage, the prototype in tow. Herr Schmidt's van awaits. Decisions, Chief. I'd say I like the idea of handing this thing over to Schmidt. Lord knows what he's gonna do with it. I can tell you how to handle this one, fearless leader. The kindest thing to do would be to put the troll out of his misery. Lord knows this is what I want to do. But job's a job, and Herr Schmidt hired us for a reason. We ain't talking about a piece of merchandise here, boss. That's a living troll buried under all that chrome. Whatever you decide to do, keep that in mind. It's your call, though. Can't say I envy you. As you approach the Mark 6, his head turns to track you, his body held at rigid attention. Oh, that's eerie. It's almost like it's waiting for something. We should probably pull the Mark 6 out of its misery. This is fucking disgusting. The cyber zombie doesn't so much as twitch as you step up behind it. In a single motion, you put up your sawed-off shotgun, take aim, and fire. For all of its augmentation, the Mark 6 still has plenty of meat left on its body. Your bullet rips through muscle, sinew, and fat before lodging in the base of its spine. It drops like a puppet with a string cut, dead before it hits the floor. Thanks for the help, buddy. That was the right choice. That was the right choice, Harden. That thing shouldn't have been alive in the first place. Let's load it into the van. Herr Schmidt won't be happy, but I'll with them. Never said the Mark 6 had to be returned alive. It was a personal request from the client being the Mark 6. Your subway car is empty on the return to the cruise bazaar. The stretch of the sprawling U-Bahn tunnel system doesn't see much use, it seems, at least not at this hour. As the train rattles on, you find yourself lost in thought. Old memories creep, unbidden, to the forefront of your mind. Memories of Monica in the old days and the crew you used to run with. Memories of success and failure, wealth and poverty, good times and bad. Halfway back to the cruise bazaar, you are jolted out of your reverie by a buzzing sound. Your comlink. You're receiving a call. Your comlink buzzes. A quick glance at the screen tells you Amsel's on the line. Chester, I trust I'm catching you at a good time. Yeah, I'm on train back. Good. I have news. In your absence, I've made contact with another prospective client, a rather elusive woman by the name of Aslander descent. She calls herself Frau Mueller. She would not discuss the specifics of the job with me, but she did tell me she was offering work. 36 grand. An impressive sum to justify a consultation. Where does she want to meet? Half an hour. If you're on the train back to the cruise bazaar now, you should make it in time to spare. I insisted that if we were a meeting to take place, it would be at a location of your choosing. Where should I tell her to meet you? Interesting thing here. I guess the U-Bahn is the best place if no one ever comes here? Noted. I'll set up the meet. There's another thing. You should... Your comlink cuts to static. A moment later, the lights of the U-Bahn car flick and wink out. You hear the screeching sound of steel on steel as the train grinds to a halt. Oh, what now? What the fuck else could go wrong this mission? Looks like the whole station lost power. We should try to find a fuse box. I should alt-tab from the video game, apparently.
What can happen now, obviously, it's time for Condemned.
Oh, gonna be fucking...
Time to get homeless.
No! I don't know why I thought bridge control would work without power. Got a fuse. Tunnel collapse. Got a medkit at least. Add extra fuse to Bertram. See what adding extra fuse to Bertram does. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm hitting Windows button instead of Alt. Putting something in the bathroom does nothing! Looks like some squatters are living here. It's so dark in the maintenance area, you can hardly see your hand in front of your face. We're about to be surrounded. Yup. Oh, who the fuck? Mercs. And us without our blender bot. Or ley lines. Also, wow, they got a hella ambush set up. Are they not active because of the drone? Now they're active, okay. Well, this is a little awkward. Oh man, oh geez. Getting out of that. Boy, howdy. I'm gonna armor me up and forget to heal, damn. Will I be flanking this guy if I get over here? Also, why can I not target the cover directly behind him? There we go. Man, I hit him with 2 AP damage and he still has the ability to run away. Holy shit. I like how that dude came in and then turned the fuck around. Haste Iger. Oh, did I use all of her grenades last time? Fuck, I was kinda hoping to use those grenades. Hey everybody, how's it going later? What do we got here? Captain, Enforcer, Mercenary, Enforcer, and one little droid that is in a lot of trouble. I guess we tased the shit out of those guys. How's your aim today, Blitz? Killer! So's mine too, wow! Holy shit! This guy though. Oh, I got him, but not for a lot. God, they really hate the drone, boy howdy. How is he in cover? How is this only 56% accuracy? Oh, I don't like the idea of it, but I gotta go over here. Oh, armor lasts until combat ends. Okay, so I do have the armor. Nice work! Oh, damn it, not again. Fucking dump shock. At least Blitz was able to endure it. Now, will I actually be able to use this right and not blow my own asshole apart? Looks like it. But I don't like... I'm not too fond of the enemies directly next to me. Gotta reload, and... Well, it took AP damage before, so pop him. Well... You're right there. I don't know what you thought would happen. How does this dude have cover? Oh, Dietrich, why are you so inaccurate? Your decision-making is quite curious, friend. Oh, that miss. No, can't have it like that. Do it again, Chester. You dumb motherfucker. Encrypted PDA. Also, what's up with this? Get your muscle to force the door. Your shoulder checks the door and the cracks of splintering plaster fills your ears. Oh boy, stuff. I love stuff. Grenade? Don't mind if I do. That would have been nice a while ago. Stash. I'm guessing you meant the grenade. The rest of the trip home is uneventful, but one thing is clear. Someone's hunting you. This ambush was no chance gang warfare, but an organized attempt on your life. If Green Winters was right, then whoever killed him is now after you. The PDA you retrieve from your attackers may hold some answers. It's time to return to your safe house. Well, time to get a little bit of extra cash from the Shockwell Rider. Ooh, that mission was fucking rough, boy howdy. She accepts the day upload, only a few months later, you get a cred stick. 1,000 yen. Cool. I could buy one Big Mac from Burger King. I should probably get my team some better guns when I get the chance. But I'm also pretty sure we're fucking oh god, I have a lot of levels. What the fuck? So I'm one away from getting spellcasting up. Well, I could get spellcasting. But then what do I do with the 7 is the question. I think I might hold on to the 7 for now, and if chat has any good ideas, Be sure to let me know. Technically, real food might cost a bit more than 1,000 yen. Fuck. Your team gets better stuff as they level. Getting guns is purely for you. Really? Oh wait. Somebody has dialogue for me. Welcome back. Oh. Guess she doesn't have dialogue. I guess that's an indicator that I could just talk to her if I want. Hey, thoughts on that last run, buddy? The Mach 4 was an incredible piece of engineering-in-chief. Never seen anything like that before. And the fact that it was rigger-enabled. Oh man. Potential ramifications of this are staggering. It's a pity we had to kill the thing. I mean, yeah, I get it. It must have been horrible for the troll. But it was a thing of beauty, all the same. Did I say Mark 4 again? I meant Mark 6. Oh, Dante. Hey, buddy. How you doing? It was a good boy. God, it would feel so fucking mean to tell him to play dead. Thoughts on the last run? I'm not gonna lie, Chester. This one's gonna stick me with me for a while. What they did to that troll was sick. It's probably gonna surprise you, but I'm happy it's dead. Yeah, Herr Schmidt's pissed, and sure our reputation got dinged. Neither are good. I'll take that over being a part of what they were doing to that troll any day. Walking out of a run with a clean conscience is a rare pleasure. Savor it while you can. Have you heard of an organization called the Lodge? Afraid not. If it's a Berlin thing, you'd be better off talking to one of the others. They've been here longer than I have. Thanks, Iger. Dante. Who's a good boy, Dante? Bet a good dog. What can I do for you? Any thoughts on the last run? There's nothing about that run that didn't disgust me. What they did to that troll wasn't right, boss. On any level. I don't care what anyone else tells you. You listen to me, Chester. What you did was the right call. Eh, it cost us $1 million. Better letting that thing would have been a travesty. Have you ever heard of an organization called the Lodge? You mean the Black Lodge? I don't know, maybe? Lodge was all I heard. Let me describe him and let me tell you see if it fits. Shadowy, powerful, secretive as hell, with deep pockets and a penchant for hiding truth. Conduct all our business through dupes and go-betweens. That sound about right? Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, that's them, and that's what you're talking about. I ain't saying it is. I advise you to stay away from them. Far away. And whatever you do, don't take their money. If you do, they'll own you. I'll keep that in mind. Tell me what else you've heard about them. Well, the story is that the Black Lodge is the mother of all conspiracies. Supposedly they've been around for hundreds of years. They've been practicing magic since before the Awakening. Impossible, I know, but believe it. You ever hear the Masons, Knight Templars, the Bavarian Illuminati? They were all puppets of the Black Lodge. None of them knew who they were working for, but the Lodge was there pulling the strings. They always have, and they always will. That's the story. I didn't take you for a conspiracy theorist, Dietrich. Alright. But I've been around long enough that I know I should trust my gut. And it's telling me that the Black Lodge is real. Your mileage may vary. Believe whatever you want. You already know what I think. You know, Dietrich, I just had a thought. This would bug me. You can sing? I was the front man for a punk band, boss. Fuck no, I can't sing. But I wasn't that bad at riling up a crowd. That's such a good line. Chester, Frau Miller should be on our way, but before you go to the meeting site, I have news. it can wait. Tell me what happened. Bad news. Someone's hunting us. They set up an ambush on the U-Bahn. Truth be told, I was expecting something like that. I'm glad you made it out alive. One of the bastards dropped this. Ah, yes. I should be able to extract some information from this. Give me a moment. He plugs the PDA into his computer and goes to work. A few moments later, he lets out a grunt of dismay. Well, I was able to recover a file, but unfortunately that's all I'll be able to pull off of this thing. All that anyone will, truth be told. Must have been running some kind of counter-intrusion software. The instance I gained access, it bricked itself. What'd you manage to pull? Com file. Audio's all here, but it looks like we only got video from one side. Let's take a look. Bachmeyer, Audrun here. What's your status? Target acquired. You're right, we spotted him on the U-Bahn just like you said. Probably on his way to a job. As per instructions, we're going to take him out on his way back. He'll be more vulnerable this way. Hopefully injured and low on ammo, but only time will tell. Good man. Proceed as instructed. Will do. Kosman is rigging up an ambush spot now. We'll make it quick. Send me a comm when the job's done. Audrun out. Well, a scarred friend makes an appearance. Chester, I suspect Green Winch's prediction is coming true. I believe Fireschwing is behind this. Be on your guard, you and the rest of your team. You made it out through attacks relatively unscathed, but next time you might not be so lucky. Well, at least we have a name to put to the face now. That's not all we have. As I was saying when you first walked in, I have been productive as well. I was able to uncover some new evidence in your absence, and coincidentally enough, that pertains to our scarred friend. You might recall that I said I'd dig into Audrun's skin grafts. Well, I did, and it's bore fruit. One of my contacts outside of Berlin handles paperwork for private hospitals all around Germany. It's a dull job, but it does have its perks. As it turns out, our scarred friend's skin grafts were performed at a legitimate hospital. What's the takeaway? The charts are light on identifying information. Our friend's name is listed as Max Musterman, the local equivalent of a John Doe. But they do cover his injuries in great detail. His injuries are extensive. 2 broken ribs, shattered pelvis, 3rd-degree burns over 60% of his body. Most damning of all was acute radiation poisoning. His body absorbed over 5,000 millisieverts of ionizing radiation, a lethal dose without treatment. The information dries up at this point. No, he was treated and discharged, but when it happened remains a mystery. Your thoughts? Well, nothing back. Like, burns and radiation does speak to the socks, honestly. That was a good question. Like, if he was burned by Fireschwing, why work for her? I don't think Audrun is working for Fireschwing. I think he's serving her. On Greenwinch's second DVD mentions that there's a cult within the SOX that worships the Firewing, the disciples of the cleansing flame. I believe he belongs to this cult. Well, there's nothing more dangerous than a zealot. My thoughts exactly. A hireling can be bribed or reasoned with, a pawn can be liberated. But the Firewing soldiers look upon her like a goddess. Nothing short of killing her will deter her, and even that might not stop them. So, it's possible that Audrun's a dragon cultist. This seems to fit with much of the other information we've uncovered. Any other red flags? The hospital can ID him. Either somebody's covering his tracks or he was living completely off the grid. Indeed, if Audrun were a denizen of the socks, a glowpunk, his lack of IDing information would make sense. Working theory, at any rate. 5,000 millisieverts is a lot of exposure. Short of basking the glow of an unshielded reactor, I don't know how he would have absorbed so much ionizing radiation without spending time in the socks. So to sum it up, he spent a lot of time down there, living out there as a member of the Fire String Dragon Cult, and now he's after you. In my mind, all of these reinforce one fact. We need to find Valclair and fast. Yeah, no kidding. Good. That's all the more reason to gather Alice's fee as quickly as possible. And as luck would have it, Frau Miller has arrived. Best of luck, Chester. Remember, this is urgent. We need that money. 500 millisieverts is about the same dosage that Harry Doglin was exposed to during the first Demon Core incident, which caused him to fall into a coma and die 25 days later, with basically 90% of his genetic information destroyed by the— Oh my god! Holy shit! I wish I remembered the amount of millisieverts that we were dealing with in Obenseer, because I remember it being a lot. I'm surprised it didn't count as a quest completion, because we don't have any level up stuff. Wow, we have a lot of messages. What the fuck? Salvage DVD. Screen flickers back to life and Mallet's face appears. Hey, Chester! Want to let you know that I met with limited success in working on a stack of DVDs. It's a thorny problem. I made some headway. If you look at the table beside your DVD player, you'll find another disc. I wasn't able to salvage everything, but I think you might find what I've recovered of some interest. For my part, I'm going to continue working on the other DVDs. To tell you the truth, I won't hold out much hope, though. They're all badly damaged and suffering from disc rot. I'll be in touch. My best to you and your team. Payback is sweet. The screen flickers back to life, and Maxim appears. He's wearing a broad grin. You can hear sounds of celebration. Hey, Muscle! Not sure if Tuck gave me the right address, but I figured it'd be worth a shot. Don't know if you heard, but our favorite Poly Club got hit by all sides by the ST today. It was glorious. Anyway, I just thought you want to share the good news. And thanks for your help back there. I don't think we would have made it out alive without you. Take care, Chester. I kind of really like that a lot, that you're seeing the results of your missions. That's so good. Alexander. Oh, right! The kid! Hello, Chester Harding. Uncle Dietrich told me I could message you here, so I figured I should. He probably told you that I'm living at Sam's, huh? Well, that's where I am. It's different, I'll give it that much. I like that I don't get pressured to hurt people here, so that's good. And no one smacks me around, even though I could tell that there's a lot of, orcs. That's a lot of the, orcs and trolls want to do. I do get yelled at and called a lot of names, but I guess that making me feel bad about that kind of thing is all part of the plan. Life kinda sucks right now, but at least nobody's gonna make me kill anyone. Uncle D says it's gonna get better, and maybe it will. I don't know. Anyway, what I most wanted to say was thanks for not killing me back at Humanus. I had a gun on you, so you totally could have, but you didn't, and I'm really glad about that. Still alive. Yana. I guess I should thank you. You got me out of that horrible job alive. I don't think I could have made it on my own. Whatever happened on that run took everything else away from me, but I'm still breathing. The Lodge turned me into a killer, Chester. That gnaws at my guts every minute of every day, and I still can't sleep at night. Innocent people, normal people died because of what I did. And you know why they made me do it? Because they fucking could. I don't know, maybe this doesn't bother you. You're a Shadowrunner after all. You kill people all the time, just another day at the office, huh? I'm not like you. I can't just kill people in a job and forget about it the next day. This is gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. I don't know how to live like this, but it's still better than not living at all. That's what I keep telling myself. So I figured I might as well tell it to you too. I hope she's gonna be alright. I really want to help her. Fuck. We need to talk. Dr. Xavier, come see me at your earliest convenience. There's a matter we need to discuss. What the fuck does that mean? Claim payment for the Mark 6. Call your work unsatisfactory would be an understatement. When I said we wanted the prototype, should have gone without saying that we wanted it intact and operational. You technically fulfilled the terms of our arrangement, so you will get paid, but don't ever expect to work for us again. $4,000 for us. Deprogramming a neo-fascist by sticking him in a building full of people who still hate works more often than you think. Yeah, turns out feeling bad for your actions does wonders. What's on the BBS? When I did that mission, I let James die on the way out. Oh, you mean the dickhead mage? I am far too patient, chicken. Do we have pay data? Damn. Massacre at Shotness Schoolhouse. Really attention-grabbing headline, right? That's how the local news has been spinning it. Truth is that the schoolhouse was abandoned years ago and was being used as a humanist training complex. You're kidding me? A friend of mine was going there after class and said it was just a community center. I know none of your fans are humanists, but that's... I know none of you are fans of humanists, but that entire chapter house got wiped clean. They were probably just some kids out there on the street who were just looking for a hot meal. Screw humanists for exploiting them, but they didn't deserve death. Good riddance to the assholes. Streets are a little safer now that they're all buried. Went trolling on the humanists board and that place was totally wiped out. Volker Stahl was in charge of the chapter house. Good riddance to that piece of dreck. Huh. Just got offered a job to geek one of the humanist lieutenants. Seems like Stahl is dead and a power struggle is already underway. You taking the job? Not my kind of work, but I gave Johnson an address to one of your Trix's dead drops. Cheers, mate. Just finished some drinks with a chummer who was doing some biz up there. The real story says that humanists did not want to pay for services rendered, and some hired muscles went crazy and took them all out. So the muscle decided taking the whole place down would get the Nuyen back? Well, that's one way to make a living, I guess. Even if your friend did get screwed out of it in Nuyen, I don't think humans would have ever been worth the bullets, especially that many of them. Oh, I really do like seeing the consequences of my actions. Granted, I don't think this is a consequence, but it's nice to see like the world reacting to what you did. It's just like, yo, they just killed everyone? What the fuck? Yeah, fuck them. Formula 17. So we all see this one floating around the tricks. This is some serious shit. It's got heavy-duty corp written all over it. Not a lot of players could be behind something like this. Ares or SK maybe? Or maybe Big Farmer, like Shring or ACG? Of course, you can never discount the Azzies either. Azzies? That's what I really liked about Avowed. Nice. Tolstoy, my esteemed colleague, this is indeed a recipe for some top-shelf dreck. Whispers from the chat state that this is sourced straight from the F-state. Hello, boys. I'm a big fan. You know, long-time reader, first-time poster. Quite an interesting concoction you have there. I'm just itching to cook some up. So many interesting properties to play with. I already got a few tweaks of my own for a special version 2.0. You sure you want to do that? This stuff don't play nice, and corps are really bad at sharing their toys. You can, of course, always share their secrets for them. Just gotta make sure you gotta run a little faster than them. Always running, eh? Like clockwork. Bandit, I'm touched, but don't you worry about little old me. I do declare this shall ever be such fun. Fucking RP posters, good lord. Save the F-state. This time's rising up for corporations is now. Fight for a free Berlin. You just fall out of a time warp? The war's over and we won. For trivia, Smiling Bandit has been around since the very first Shadowrun sourcebook, so by Dragonfall, he's been an active runner for 40 years. Oh, he's a grandpa. Hard to imagine Berlin any freer. Maybe you just need to switch to decaf. As long as any corporation is active anywhere in the F-state, we are all at risk. We must act. corps are good for business and keeping their little corners. What makes you think we'd help you? How naive of you to think this will stay that way forever. Don't you see they're planning to take the freedom we all hold so dear? Plans are being made across the estate with the shadow community on our side. We shall prevail! The estate has its own way of dealing with those who step out of line. Take your politics elsewhere. We got bills to pay. Running on SK. Scheiße, what a thrill. I had to do a simple deal steal in an SK branch office turned into an OK Corral shootout. Never seen a first response team arrive that fast in my life. Had a Decker off-site running damage control, managed to distract the second team to a different building while we jacked the car first come in. Lesson learned simple when it comes to SK means something else. Much like Dietrich, you should be very scared of someone who's old in a career where people die young. Yeah. You stole the corporation's response vehicle? Don't they have trackers on those things? Of course they do. Dumped at the side of the road with a prime grenade in the backseat, just to be safe. Nice. Bragging about a nearby failed run on SK? Is it worth paying a Decker to backtrace your Shadowland account? Any idea what valuable data they were hiding in the branch office? No idea, when it was too good to take any chances with it. Safely delivered it and transfer cleared. Weird. This neo-revolutionary guy sounds like a scammer or a theorist. Probably the latter. The Shadowland BBS is smart. They wouldn't do something that dumb. What's on the DVDs? Five tracks. October 5th, 2042, so it's relatively recent. I was thinking about Adrian today. Not as he was when he disappeared, not as the fabled Dragon Slayer or the big-time CEO of DL Defense. I was thinking about when we were kids. Well, Ty was always more of a kid than he was, of course. He's 15 years older than me. In a way, he's more like a parent than a brother. Winters pauses. His gaze drops to an invisible point on the table in front of him. So, I was thinking about the time when we were on holiday. Our parents took us out to the island of Pole to enjoy the beach. I must have been 5, Adrian was 20. It'd be his last family vacation with us. A year later, he'd begin his meteoric rise to fame and fortune. But on that trip, he was my brother. And when I fell out of the little paddle boat that our parents rented and started sinking fast into the Baltic, he was the one that dove in to rescue me. You saved my life that day, Adrian. I'll love you forever for that. And I will find you. I owe you that much. Six 2049. So we're going backwards with these ones. Also, I'll be back in a sec. My ear is like getting really itchy. I'm gonna get a Q-tip or something. Well, that's a little bit better. Fun fact, Pole's an actual island on the coast of near Hamburg. I mean, it makes sense, like, for everything fantastical about Shadowrun, it does take place on Earth. So, like, there's actual geography there. Like, I'm pretty sure I have a vague idea of what the SOX is. I think it's, like, the area between Germany and Canada. Canada? Russia. Found an old news article that mentions Adrian from way back in 2036. It was printed in a financial magazine called Das Finanzwesen? One of those chic print-based magazines that they produce for the retro crowd. There aren't any clues here, but it's good to see someone else acknowledge its existence. It clicks an off-screen button and the image of Winters disappears. It's replaced by a digital scan of the magazine. SK stock suffers in post-buyout brain drain. In the aftermath of the Dragon Lofier's hostile takeover of Sader Krupp. Schwer Industrial Gesellschaft. I hope I pronounced that right. The continuing brain drain at high-level executives is causing ongoing worry among company stakeholders. The company stock took a major hit when Lofier's deposed former CEO Wilhelmina Goff-Benoit last August. Now you got me wondering what Canada's like in the city. Isn't it like super fucked after America got nuked? 3 months later, long-held position powers within the SKI empire continued to empty as the Dragon consolidated its power base. The most recent casualties of Lofier's takeover include Alexander Kobayashi, former COO of Seder Munitions, Matthaus Donner, former treasurer of Ruhr Data Effects, and Werner Harding, former CDO of Deal Defense. No relation. Harding stepped into the role to replace Dr. Adrian Valclair, who disappeared under mysterious circumstances 2 years ago. So there you have it. That's what they say about Adrian a mere 2 years after his disappearance. My dear brother, the footnote. Well, the track is loaded, it's clearly corrupted. Nothing that sticks out amongst the trash, looks like. More data. A rattling sound fills the air as it just grinds in tray. A few seconds later, the screen fills with text. From the desk of Werner Harding, Dr. Valclair, it is my sad duty to inform you that by unanimous vote of the Aufsichtsrat, your position as CEO of Deal Defense will be terminated at the end of this calendar month. Your continued misallocation of company funds to pursue personal agendas cannot and will not be tolerated any longer. The supervisory board is not unsympathetic to your mental state. The trauma you endured during your pursuit of the Dragon Feuerschwing must have been enormous. But your continued obsession with the dragon, the dead dragon, I might add, has proven a negative influence on the company and an unjustified drain on company resources. The board wishes you the best in your future endeavors. We have prepared a generous severance package to assist you in this time of transition. If there's any more we could do to help you, please do not hesitate to ask. A lot of somber dialogue there. Holy shit. I guess we should talk to the doctor? I can't imagine Xavier is all that pleased as punch to talk to me, though. Werner Harding. I said no relation. What do we got for money? Sitting on 5,600? I should stop by my good friend Algernon. I was getting carrots to snack on. Nice. I like him cooked rather than raw, but still a good snack. What was I whinging on before? I think it was Fireball. Oh, I should probably get Intelligence 4 for Lightning Bolt, just because that AP damage sounds super dope. Mana Ball pierces 2 damage, deals 10 damage for 1 round, ongoing. Stun Ball does ongoing damage. Oh man, Distraction looks pretty good though. Forgot if you need to regularly talk to allies to trigger their personal quests. I could probably do that. Just ruminating on what to buy here. God, the ball... Well, I guess we could do the big dick fire attack. It really does fit our brand, doesn't it? God, Stun Ball takes a lot of AP. What the fuck? Guess we'll grab Distraction and Lightning Bolt. Fireball. I can't equip any of the other things, so we'll hang back on that. I don't know if Gloria will have anything to say, because last time I did something without somebody having something to say, they told me. I think this said Charisma 5 for the accuracy debuff, so we'll grab that. Or not. Now, how do I access my equipment? Time to talk to the good doctor. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the ghoul situation. So I'm pretty sure no one's gonna let that fucking sleeping dog lie. Hit your stash issue. Ah, okay. I hope our recent misunderstanding won't have an impact on our ongoing business relationship. Misunderstanding? I'm sure that I don't know what you're talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Not hearing me. I don't know what you're talking about. I know no one in the sewers, and you know nothing about my extracurricular activities. As long as you're okay with that, our deals can continue unabated. Deal? Deal. I did get your message. What you want to discuss? I got a job for you. I'm a little surprised you want to hire me. We haven't seen eye to eye. That's true, but I'm confident you're the right man for the job. Why? Not your reputation, I'll tell you that much. Some of your past clients have been pretty vocal about their dissatisfaction with you. You should hear what Herr Schmidt has been spreading around. No, you're my first choice because I know something about you. Yeah, what?
You're a cheap shot.
I know you're in a bad spot, and you're going to need all the help you can get if you want to claw your way back out of it. I do like the fact that we're continuing with Cheap Shot Chester. It's so funny. Then giving him the schematic just adds it to his stock. As it happens, I could supply some of that help in the form of cutting-edge biotech. Very helpful stuff for a runner in a bind. But before you can do that, you need to do his job. Alright, I'm listening. Let's get down to brass tacks. Back before I immigrated here from my native Spain. Huh! I worked in a partnership with a Berlin-based R&D lab. The biotech they were developing was very hush-hush. I arranged with them as I would bankroll their research, and they would in turn provide me with unique merchandise to sell in my clinics. Go on. About 2 years ago, things went sour. My name was slandered, and the fickle mistress that his public perception turned against me. Ugly business, I assure you. Even talking about my fall from grace makes my stomach turn. The injustice is too much to bear. Why is it so hot in here? Xavier Escabel tracks. It would put him in the Basque country in Spain. Really? And how is your name slandered? What didn't they? Theft, medical malpractice, sale of stolen goods, other more colorful accusations that do not bear repeating. But that was then, this is now. I came to Berlin to escape all that. Of course, I also moved here to be closer to the lab that I funded and the merchandise that I owned. So you want me to fetch your merch. And to find out what happened to the lab itself. The facility is locked down, you see, nearly impenetrable, and I have no idea why. As I was packing to move to Berlin, all was well. 16 hours later, I arrived to discover the building locked tight with my merch inside. The Turk Altug has been running surveillance on the site since I set up shop here. In that time, no one has entered or left. Whatever went wrong there must have killed the research team. I want you to find a way into that building, recover the cyber tech, and find out what happened to the researchers in that order. If your building's been there for 2 years, why didn't you approach Monica? Who says that I didn't? I had a, let's say, tumultuous relationship or friendship with your dear departed Monica. We had our ups and downs, you see, and on this subject, she was mostly down. That was her choice. I'm hoping to say that you will be savvy enough not to make the same mistake. Oh, interesting. Man. While learning about name history... If the building's been abandoned, I'm surprised that the lot has been gobbled up by some corp. Don't be. Back when I was a wealthy man, before my legal troubles, I paid the lease for a decade in advance. Before you say anything, yes, it was a huge expense, but what's locked inside is worth 10 times what I spent on it. I don't want anyone laying claim to it but me. Alright, let's talk comp. What's in it for me? I can't afford to pay you in yen. That's your own fault, by the way. You shut off a good chunk of my revenue when you pulled that stunt in the sewers. But what I can do is give you first crack at any biotech. This is top of the line we're talking about, mind you, better than anything else I got in stock. Because it's biotech, the essence loss from implanting it will be minimal. It's a win-win, even for a mage like you. Yeah, sure, fuck it. The facility you're looking for is in the former laboratory of Citroën Bioscience. Take the U-Bahn to the Adenauerplatz, and you'll be sure to find it. Best of luck. This will probably be a fun one next time, because we are, slowly approaching time. But I do have to meet up with, the lady. I guess I should talk to the team, though, just to see if I could get their personal quests. No, you're still in. I got some questions for you. How long were you in Dragonfall? I guess this would pursue it. You're a member of a drug gang. Why should I trust you? Why wouldn't you? Just look at me. I'm a trustworthy guy. Prove it. Tell me what the gang you're hanging with. Well, I don't know him that much, Chief. I wasn't a member of gang leadership or anything. I'm not really sure why you'd carry either. Consider it a test. I need to know where your loyalties lie. He rolls his eyes. If that's what it takes for you to trust me, fine. Anything for you, Chief. Well, where to begin? When I first arrived at Dragonkeep, I spent some time taking in the lay of the land. The Schwarzherzen were a pretty small gang, street level, but I could see they were going places. I did a little pro bono decking for their leader, a fat little dwarf named Dieter. Soon enough, I was part of the family. For a drug gang, the Schwarzherzen were decent enough folk. Made a lot of money with them. Helped them take the hotel in the first place. You know, we had a lot of good years there. Then Dieter was killed in a firefight and our happy little family fell apart. Was that when the hotel got attacked? Not exactly. The Schwarzherzen maintained their hold in Dragonkeep. The change in leadership was bad news for me. After Dieter kicked the bucket, his second-in-command took over. She was a real piece of work. Call herself Leonie Lester. She had a vicious streak a mile long and was not too fond of me. Honestly, between a personal quest, I'm hard pressed between to pick a favorite between Blitz and Glory. Blitz, really? I hear no one talk good things about Blitz, so that's wild to hear. turn on you? Immediately. I don't know why. Maybe she felt threatened by my friendship with Dieter back before he ate the bullet. Or maybe she was just jealous of my rugged good looks. Who the hell knows? Point is, she was after me, vigorously. Within 24 hours of his death, I had a price on my head. The hotel got taken over. So that's what you need to know about the Schwarzhausen. They were great, powerful. Helped make them that way. And they had a management turnover and everything went to shit. That's it. End of story. Wait a second. This isn't it. There's some pretty big holes there, dude. Come on, Chief. It's all ancient history. Would you rather talk about the future, the runs we're gonna do, all the money we're gonna make? Blitz, tell me what happened between the price on your head and the hotel being attacked. Alright, if it makes you happy. So, I was in a bind, right? The member of the Schwarzhausen who were loyal to Lester were all out for my blood, and none of the others were gonna stick their necks out for me. The advantage of being a ganger is protection in numbers. When those numbers turn against you, you gotta get creative to stay alive. What I had to do... What'd you do? What I had to. Lester had declared war on me, so I retaliated and won. All without ever firing a shot. That's not an answer. You won't be satisfied until I spell it out, will you? Okay, fine. I hacked into her computer and sent all of her information to a rival organization. Remember Frank from the hotel? He was my liaison. They hit the Schwarzhausen and hit him hard. Then they took the hotel and then they took me. I'm afraid the plan backfired a little. Well, you did what you had to do. In your place, I probably would have done the same. Thanks, Chief. I knew you'd understand. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to what I was doing. We'll talk later, I'm sure. Chief, glad to be a member of the team. I'm pretty sure Dietrich's personal quest is already done because he got that sweet upgrade. Would you like to talk about the SKS? I suppose she still doesn't want to talk about her team, unfortunately. Wonder when she's gonna open up a bit more, because we were making progress. Like, I do like the fact that Iger was willing to realize that she beefed it real bad and was more than willing to apologize. Everything's still okay with you? You said you'll give me answers when we talk about your past, so let's talk about it. Why do you care? Because I'm leader and I need to know as much about my runners. Alright, fine, we could talk, but we're doing it on my terms. This is a long one, long, ugly, and cruel. Are you sure you want to hear us? Please. Alright, I'm gonna start at the beginning. Not for you, but for me. It might help me say all of this out aloud. My family lived in Stuttgart. It was a nice enough place, I suppose. My parents worked as wage slaves for the IFMU. My mom was a good person. Once upon a time, my father was a decent person as well. That's what Mom always told me, but I never knew him that way. She pauses for a long moment. When she began speaking again, some of the ice has fallen away from her voice. From the first time you meet her, Gloria sounds alive. The dad I knew was an old, damaged Euro war vet who turned to hardline religion to make sense of the world. In Stuttgart, that meant either Rita Christi or their fascist custom, the Kreuzritters. My father chose the latter. I still remember hiding in my room when my father had his Kreuzritter brothers out for prayer group. They would get drunk, rowdy, and spend an hour or two riling themselves off talking about heretics and the devil's work. Then they'd go find some poor elf or dwarf, stomp the living shit out of them, and drown them in the Neckar. Meanwhile, I'd be holed up at home with Mom, who would commemorate the evening by drinking a bottle of wine and crying herself to sleep. Sorry to hear that. No child should have to grow up around that. Thanks, this is difficult for me. Thank you for making this easier. Anyway, aside from the fact that my dad and his buddies were a bunch of murderous assholes, life was pretty normal. I went to school, made friends, hung out with my mom. Kid stuff. Then I turned 14 and everything went to shit. Glory pauses and swallows hard. Ever so slightly her cheeks flush red. Suddenly she looks self-conscious as though she snapped out of a trance. As quickly as it came, the flush of emotions disappeared. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Airing the stuff out is clearly helping you work through it. Yeah, it is, but I'm not going to get through this in one sitting. You need to understand that. Now let's get back to the job at hand, shall we? Well, seems like we need... Is it we need to do more quests with them, or just progress the plot more? Also, is the meeting with, Oi, Chester, stop that. Is the meeting with, did he not say her name? Wow, we don't even have her name. Need to talk with them to draw out their plot. Yeah, but we're kind of in a lock of, they're still holding stuff back. Oh, hey. If I didn't know any better, I think you were warming up to me. I suppose you might say that. I don't talk to many people, Chester. Just doesn't seem to be worth the effort. I don't really feel much anymore. Not since this. If that's true, why are you still talking to me? I suppose because you showed an interest. And because you haven't let me push you away. I don't want to mislead you. I still don't feel anything. Not warmth, friendship, or even trust. But I could appreciate the effort you're making. It's something new and worthy of exploring. How are you doing? Golden as always. No problems here. Mind telling me about the chrome you're sporting? I don't want to see them. There's no reason to. The memories are unpleasant, and judging them doesn't serve any real purpose. You're wrong about that. The last time we talked, I had an impact on you. That's reason enough to continue. I suppose that's true. Feeling discomfort is better than feeling nothing at all. Alright, here's the deal. I'm gonna talk, you listen. When I'm done, I'm done. No complaints, no arguments, and we'll see what happens. Deal? Right. So a few days after my 14th birthday, I began to express, magically. You're magically active? I was. Not anymore. Anyway, I awakened. I don't even remember how my parents found out about it anymore. I think my dad caught me playing with a tiny city spirit I coaxed out of a pile of garbage or something like that. With everything that happened afterwards, those days are kind of a blur. What I do remember is my father's response to the revelation that his little girl was a witch, a hex. He beat the shit out of me with his fists, and then his belt, and then a claw hammer. All while my mother was screaming and flailing at him. She took a couple licks with the hammer too. What about the neighbors? Did anyone call the police, eh? Oh, sure they did. Our neighbors were perfectly decent people. Even if they couldn't admit it to themselves, they knew what my father was up to. When they heard a woman and a little girl screaming bloody murder, they were the first to pick up the comms. Unfortunately, police response times could leave a little something to be desired. I assume they showed up eventually, but I'll never know. I was out of there well before anyone showed up to intervene. But we'll get to that in a second. So finally, after what felt like an hour, Dad stopped tuning me up with a hammer. I had broken ribs, a busted arm, I couldn't see out of my left eye, and my entire right side was covered with one giant bruise. I was bleeding all over, making a real mess of the carpet. The old bastard spat on me, his bleeding, crying daughter. He spat on me and told me I was des Truffelheur, the devil's whore, then kicked me out of the house. As I was crawling away, my father told me if he or any of his Kreuzritter brothers ever saw me again, they'd treat me as the Berlin chapter treats enemies of God. If you're not familiar as to how they deal with heretics, it's decidedly less pretty than what my dad and his buddies did to their victims. I got the hint, and next morning I hitched a ride out of Stuttgart. You're a human with an ID, why didn't you go to a hospital? Oh, I did, but not in Stuttgart. I went to a local hospital with the kind of injuries that Dad gave me. If I went to a local hospital with the kind of injuries Dad gave me, there'd be questions, and I couldn't afford to stay in town any longer than I had to. Even if my dad wound up getting arrested for beating me, the rest of the local Kreuzritters would have found me, and I would have wound up skinned alive and thrown into the Neckar. I wound up in Tübingen. I figured it'd be a safe enough place to find medical attention and maybe to call home. It's not far from Stuttgart, but it has a huge student community that I figured I could blend into. And the university has a decent magic department. My ride dropped me off at the university hospital, and they patched me up pretty good. Had some questions about how I got so beaten up, but I lied and told them I got mugged, which played nicely into my complete lack of cash, credit, and ID. We're gonna fast forward the next few years. I was a kid on the street, did the best I could, doing whatever I had to do. The rest you could leave up to your imagination. Good? Good. Good. Thanks. So, anyway, I lived on the street for a few years, got used to being hungry all the time, and getting rained on. I was painfully aware that I had magical talent, but without any training or guidance, I didn't really know how to use or develop it. Truth be told, they scared me, so I more or less ignored them. So it sort of went like that until a few days after my 17th birthday. Then I met Marta and everything changed. She was a sweet girl. At first I took her for a street kid like me. Her clothes were a little ratty and she seemed comfortable being near me. But she also looked well-fed and happy, and those are two things I hadn't been in years. We started hanging out, and before we knew what happened, I was in love. Oh. I don't remember this, and I remember doing Glory's Quest. There was a genuine attraction between Marta and me, I think. But I also think a lot of my affection for her came from the fact that she was the first person in years to give a damn about me. She cared, and I loved her for that. Keep going. Marta told me about a place where she'd be hanging out. She invited me to join her there. It's called the Firestelle, and it was sort of a commune for dispossessed youth. Turns out a lot of street kids I'd known over the years had moved there. The way they disappeared, I assumed they'd been kidnapped or killed, or gone back to their parents. But there they were. I remember kind of being angry about it. Like, how did everyone get the memo about this but me? Marta calmed me down. She was good at helping me work through my feelings, and I wound up following her to Firestelle. To a street kid, it was basically paradise. The owner, a guy named Harrow, had set up a little farm just outside Tübingen, in the Schonbuck Forest. The Schonbuck is officially a nature park, but not many people go there nowadays. Too much fear of paranormal animals, I guess. Anyway, park or not, it was plenty big enough for us to hide in. It was also safe and pretty, and the farm was well stocked with food. More importantly, Firestelle gave us a sense of community and stability we never had on the street, and we loved Harrow for that. He became like a surrogate father for us. That's enough for now. I kind of need to process all this, and I don't want to continue forward until I have the chance to do that. I know all this happened years ago, but I guess it's still pretty raw to me, so I'm going to ask for some space. We can pick back up later. And pick back up later we'll probably do because it is about that time. Why can't I save? Weird. Was it just the position? But yeah, we'll call it here for the evening. Despite the implication, Gloria does not have a romantic thought in her about anyone in the game. She's just happy to find friends. It's because her essence was nuked, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Exit? There we go. Weird. God, if it was a fucking battle starting, that'd be bullshit.